Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And, like I say, it was unfortunate at the time, but, I just kept on grinding, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I realized the fans that I did have, shoot, they was loyal. It was, like pro following at the time. Like, shoot, whenever I dropped, hit the stores, they go get it. You know what I'm saying? It was love. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay,
yeah,
now I got a question for you. Now you ended up connecting with DJ Clue, right? On Desert
that's
Storm.
true. Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you
Yes,
talk
sir.
about that? What was that experience like? Did you actually go out to New York or you was just kind of going
Yeah,
back and forth?
I was going to New York. I go out there and stay like a month or so at a time. You know what I'm saying? To
Okay.
where I'm starting to get homesick, man. I want to go back to Texas, man. But it was like
Right.
I was grinding though. It was, I was grinding, but it was fun. You know what I'm saying? I hooked up with DJ Clue through his cousin DJ Storm. Shouts
Hmm.
out to DJ Storm. You know, and I linked up with him from speaking at schools, and I ran into a teacher in the back of the teacher's lounge, and he was letting me know he had a family member that had to connect with Clue. Like he was like, man, I could hook you up with my cousin. I guess it was his cousin-in-law, or it was an in-law. I think DJ Storm was his in-law, and he was saying he
Wow.
could hook me up with Storm because Storm does mixtapes, and he was saying through Storm, I could also link up with Clue. Like both of them was DJs. He was a DJ down here. Clue's a
Hmm.
DJ up north. So I was right on my alley. I was like, well, bet I want to, hook up with both of them. They both doing mixtapes. I need to get on their stuff. So he linked it up, and I ended up meeting Storm, and me and Storm hit it off good. So Storm, he ended up linking me up with Clue. From him, he was like, hey, man, I'm finna be, going back up top because Storm is originally from New York. So he was like, hey,
Oh, okay.
I'm finna be going up top pretty soon. You know, hey, you ought to come with me, man. Let's get some work done. So I went up there, ended up meeting him, Fabolous, Joe Budden, Ransom, Stack Bundles, the whole Desert Storm. You know what I'm saying? So ended up meeting up with them and, doing work with them. Like Stack Bundles was on my new print and my new print 1.7 project. He was on
Man.
both of them. R.I.P. Stack Bundles.
Yeah,
Chinx
rest in
Drugz was
peace,
on.
man.
Yeah, Chinx Drugz. I ended up meeting him way early in his career, way before he became Coke Boys with French Montana. Me and
Hmm.
him, I met him, because he was part of Rockaway Riot Squad with
Hmm.
Black Bundle. So I met him. He ended up getting on New Print 1.7, RIP to Chinx Drugz.
Oh,
So yeah,
wow.
man, like
Wow.
I had a good time up there. Then I would, come back home a little bit, go back up there, get some more work done. You know, it was good, man. We were trying to get the deal. We was trying to get the deal with Jive because Clue had to connect with one of the Jive A&Rs, but it just didn't work out. Though I think Clue wanted a little more bread than what they was talking. You know what I'm saying? So
Definitely, I
at the
understand.
time, I would have took whatever as long as the budget was right. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't
Hmm.
worried about the upfront money. I wanted proper budget, proper rollout. That way I could make whatever I was gonna make on the ass end of the shit. You feel me? So that's how I was looking at it. But
Man,
yeah, it
that's
just
truly
didn't work out,
amazing,
man.
bro.
It didn't work out. So I came back home, kept grinding, kept grinding, kept rhyming. You feel me? And shouts out to 33rd, Charlie Boy, my boy Rhino, and did so. I was started, just doing a bunch of work with them, and basically anybody who was trying to work at the time. And then uh we end up doing What It Do family with Rapid Rick. So
Okay.
What It Do family that was a pretty popular, clique at the time, 2006, 2007, '08. Yeah, man, we was going into '09. Like we was holding it down, man. Shout out to Rapid Rick now, man. You know what I'm
Oh, yeah,
saying? Judge
yeah,
B,
man.
Babu. Yeah,
Most definitely.
man. Yeah.
Gotta touch on that one more time, bro. You said you linked up with DJ Clue, man. That's like the biggest hip hop DJ on the planet, bro. That's
Yeah, I
amazing.
mean, that
You
was
know what I'm saying?
big.
It
I mean,
worked
that was
out for
big.
you because you even got a chance to even connect with somebody on that level, on that caliber. that was whole DJ for a minute. You feel me?
Yeah. And you know, that's what's so thrilled about it because, of course, man, like I said, I grew up, you know, listening to H-Town and then eventually Louisiana, you know, Cash Money, No Limit, you know what I'm saying? All of them, you know, Texas, Louisiana, that's all I used to listen to. But then, shoot, I had one of my partners who had came down from New York, and he used to always play New York music. And we used to
Mm-hmm.
always kind of clown him, man, like turn that East Coast ass shit off, man. We don't want to hear that. So,
Right.
but he would you know, he would always play it, and I ended up listening to it like, them boys really going hard though on the cool. It was just such a different style, and I was just so one track minded to H-Time music. But
Right.
yeah, man, from one of the first mixtapes, 'cause, you know, mixtapes was the thing. But my boy would always have Clue tapes. He always had DJ Clue tapes. So yeah, man, that was the first DJ and the first mixtape brand that I really, you know, started jamming and started listening to back then. So you can say I kind of went from Clue tapes to Clue tapes. You feel me? When I started listening to East Coast stuff, that was the first mixtape that I started listening to. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
That was like my Swisha House or SUC for the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? I felt like you know, Clue, I was the best of the best. If you wasn't on the Clue tape, you know, you must have wasn't worth checking out. That's how I looked at it for the Clue tapes. Like he had the best of the best.
And
So
you
yeah,
coming from the South though, so you probably had to work 10 times
yeah,
as hard. You ain't from New York,
man,
so
that's how I was looking at it. That's how I was
mm-hmm.
looking at it. I'm looking at it like, you know, they think when people think of Texas, they think, you know, cattle,
Slow
horses,
down.
slow down, you feel me? So I wanted to show that, hey, you know, we can rock on a level too. Like H-Town, we got a lot of lyricists down here, you know what I'm saying? So
Some of the
like,
best.
yeah, you know, like, you know, that boy Chamillionaire, you know, he was like one of the first people that I, you know, heard, and I was really like, oh, you know, so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know, yeah, man, I felt like I had to represent, you know what I'm saying?
Ah man, you represented well. Now the track you did with Fabolous, was that on his album or was that on the mixtape?
That was he had on the album called I want to say it was called Loso's Way. Loso's
Man,
Way. Now I
man,
don't think
that's
I don't think he pushed it as a mainstream album, but it was considered a street album. He was doing like street albums. You know what I'm saying? So
I
yeah,
take that,
Loso's Way.
that's
Yeah,
amazing.
smoking and sipping. Yeah, smoking and sipping, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check that out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know the
man.
track, but I was just making sure like that was on his album, and then that's
Yeah,
one of his more
definitely.
memorable albums. But then you said you got a track with Chinx and you got a track with Stack on some of your
Yeah,
mixtapes too.
on New Print 1.7
And this was
in
in the 2000s, right?
2004. I think I dropped both of them in 2004.
Man, it was some of the hottest
Yeah.
dudes in New York City, period.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to them boys, man. You know what I'm saying? They always showed me big respect, man, and I returned it. You know what I'm saying? We just hit it off because, you know, we coming from two different regions. You know what I'm saying? But I think they respected, you know, that I had a respect for lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I had a respect for their culture, and then at the same time, they showing respect for my culture. You know, if you hear them on the track, shoot, them boys kind of was turning their H-Time on a little bit. You feel me? So,
Hmm.
hey, it was going hard. It was going hard. You know what I'm saying? That was at the time where, you know, you had them East Coast dudes that was trying to show that, hey, they can come down here and rock too. You know,
Hmm.
after the boys started doing, you know, doing stuff with, you know, Southern producers and stuff like that. You know, so yeah, that was done some good times, man. I had a good experience, you know, with the whole Desert Storm thing, man. Like that was real cool. Going to New York, they whole culture, like it's real different from H-Town. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. You went
Yeah.
out there with the whole state on your back, bruh, and you rocked with the best of the best, man.